million, fourth, 20th numbers. You've been saying them this way for so long that I hate to tell you, they don't sound natural in American English, and here is why.
Yin.
Whether it's million, billion,
Billion.
trillion, or another number I'd love to wake up to in my wallet, the key is not to add unnecessary vowel sound. This is especially for you if you're trying to escape from British English. Instead, you just want to attach a short I to a quick Y sound. So again, like yeah. You do want to be careful though. The vowel should slide into the N sound very smoothly. In, not in. So again, million, billion, trillion. Another note that you should make is that the stress is going to be on the first syllable. The second part, this yin sound should be really fast. Million, billion, trillion. Another issue though may just be that you're using the wrong vowel sound. So again, how do you say this? It should be 50th, or this number, 40th. Catch yourself. If you're saying 50th or 40th, not quite right. Once again, we have this short I sound, which is so common when vowels get reduced. They typically become a schwa sound like or this short I sound. Another thing too, this is not the stress part of the word. So you want to say these parts really fast. 50th, 40th. Now, even if you're using the right vowel sound, you may still feel like your numbers sound different than mine. To give you an example, how do you say this word? 3. Now, be honest and tell me if you said it more like 3. If you can't hear a difference, again, compare 3 and 3. The second one is the more natural one. What is the difference between them? It's all about placement. If you've never heard of it, you can start with these videos, but some basics for placement. In American English, you want to project from low in your throat, and you want it to be very relaxed. Lots of air should be able to move through your throat. So again, it should sound more like 3. If it sounds like 3, that's too tense. This is especially important at the ends of words. So many numbers are ending with this E sound. For instance, 30, 40, 50. Notice some patterns there. You need to make sure that you're finishing these numbers strong with that long I sound, E. The other thing you want to watch out for too is that you're not reducing the long I sound. It shouldn't become like so it's not 30 or 40. Make sure it stays 30, 40. By the way, don't forget that placement is not just for vowels, it's for consonants too. Like for instance, this word, 18. If it's too tense, what you're going to hear is a sound like 18, 18. This goes for all of those words that end on N sounds like 7 or 11. This brings up another quick point too. Say these two words to yourself. Again, there should be a clear distinction between them. So again, 80, which is that long I sound at the end, versus 18, which again is ending on that in sound that we just mentioned. How about this group? 40, 14. Make sure that you're pronouncing these differently. Going back to placement of consonants though, this is also going to be important for R sounds, for instance, like in a number like 4. You'll know it's too tense if you pronounce like or It should be more again, low in the throat, not high, and as much air through your throat as possible. Let's practice these a little bit with the R sound. I'm going to say them twice. The first time I'm going to say it tense, and then the second time I'm going to say it more relaxed. I encourage you to copy with me. 4, 4, 44, 44, 13, 13. Of course, there are some other consonants that you want to watch out for as well, starting with the TH sound like th. How many of you have watched yourself practice putting your tongue between your teeth in your bathroom mirror, maybe while your baby's crying in the other room and your wife is banging on the door? Just me? The TH is such a delicate sound. If you press too hard against your top tooth, you're going to get a T sound or a D sound like t or d. If you don't press hard enough, though, you may not even get contact at all. The truth is, you just need a little bit of contact with your top front tooth when you make these TH sounds. Okay, don't block the air. It should always be able to pass through your mouth. Let's try some words that have these THs. 40th, 15th, 3. And if you found yourself making those THs with your tongue between your teeth, I encourage you to try again, just making light contact with your top tooth. What you're going to find with this is it's going to just help make not only these sounds a little bit easier, but also linking to other words a lot easier. Try some of these phrases really quick. 3rd birthday, and he's 3. You know, the reality is that for a lot of numbers, if you hear a T sound, that means that something isn't quite natural sounding. It could be that the T is supposed to be silent. So for instance, when you have like an NT combination, that T usually disappears. For instance, words like 20, 21. Other times, the T's are actually supposed to sound more like a D sound or a flap T sound, pronounced quickly. This usually happens when you have like an R plus a T plus a Y. For instance, like 30, 31, 40. Also, your base numbers like 60, 70, 80, 90 also have those fast D sounds. Now, I do have to apologize. Maybe you were looking for how to say some specific math expressions or formulas or really big numbers, and we didn't quite get to them here, but that's what these videos are for.